Welcome to the channel and welcome back. We got some bombs dropped on us this week. I'll call the wild and an update coming out soon. No confirmed date, but it's coming out soon. This wasn't the plan for today's video. I actually had something totally different planned on Way of the Hunter, covering the Halloween update release on that. This is a little bit cooler, a little bit more important, I feel like, and you guys are going to enjoy it. So if you like this kind of content, you like the Hunter Call the Wild, Hunter Simulation Shooter Games, Way of the Hunter, be sure to sub and ring the bell, share the video with a friend, give me a thumbs up. All that is much appreciated. Without further ado, let's jump right in. I'm sure a lot of you have seen other videos by other creators, maybe the live stream, maybe read up on it on Reddit, whatever, so you all know what's going on. And for you, those of you out of the loop, I'm gonna fill you in, and we're gonna have a good time doing it. We're here on Yukon Valley. We're gonna be going after moose. We're on moose drink time, whatever else we see. It's been a long time since I've been on my Yukon Valley map, let alone anyone's Yukon Valley map. So I wanted to jump on it. You'll find out here in a little bit. Some of you already know why I'm looking at it for my moose population, but you'll find out here in just a minute. Now, what's coming in the update? Well, of course, we're going to be getting a new map. The new map is the New England Mountains map. It's kind of based in New Hampshire and Western Maine is where they got their inspiration from what I was reading and what they said in the live stream, which is really cool. Good, cool area of the United States, very mountainous regions, and kind of has Hirschfelden, Leighton Lakes, Yukon Valley vibes to it as far as terrain and everything. Very mountainy, some lakes, it looks like two rivers running through the mountain. Pretty cool. And it's kind of, in my opinion, more of a small game map like Reventuli Coast was. There's not a bunch of big game. There's only 3 species that are big games. Everything else is like red fox, gray fox, upland birds, fowl, waterfowl, and turkeys, things like that. And I think there's rabbits and bobcats as well on there. So that's pretty cool. Looks good. Looks like a good map. Not my favorite one, obviously. Yukon and SRP are my 2 favorite maps of all time here. So we are obviously here on Yukon because of that reason. And the other reason is we're getting a great one moose. Not only are we going to have a great one black bear to grind on that map, not only are we going to have a great one whitetail to grind on that map, we're going to have a great one moose to grind on that map. And it's just amazing. I know a lot of us have been wanting moose for a while, and that's a dark looking moose. No, he's fine. Never mind. I got excited for a minute. But all of us have been wanting moose for a long time. We finally have moose, and I know everyone's excited. It's confirmed 5 fur variations, and who knows what that means? Whether that's albino, piebald, melanistic, or completely new ones that we've never seen before. It could be anything. I mean, I would love an albino great one moose with some wild rack, maybe some velvet falling off of it. He's just massive, whatever. I mean, or completely new. Maybe he's scarred up like they did the black bear. He's torn up and a bunch of different colors. All that could be pretty cool as well. Now, not only with the moose population are we getting the great one moose, they're getting a complete rework. Now, that rework's going to be pretty extensive from my understanding. We're going to be getting their antlers reworked. The fur is probably going to look better. And they're not the only ones getting it. The red fox are getting it. The whitetail are getting it. They said they're going to look better than ever. And from what I understand, antlers are going to look better than ever. We have a photo floating around of a moose. People are debating whether or not it's the great one moose. I don't think it is. It doesn't look big enough. It doesn't have a custom fur variation. It looks like your standard fur variation. So I'm not sure. I think it's a diamond rack, and I think it's a new one. It's a big one, so I'm thinking like a 300 plus. diamond rack. Who knows? And that's pretty exciting. But I don't think he's a great one. The rack looks really cool, really long tines, almost like kind of like a mix between an elk and a moose. It sounds weird, yeah, but it's what it reminded me of. The way his tines curled up real tall and everything, it was pretty impressive. And I think it's kind of a combo between an elk and a moose, the best way to describe it without having the photo. The other thing, and this is so you're aware when you're out running around in the forest, is that moose go aggressive, which is awesome. It's realistic. Moose are super territorial. They can be really mean and chase after you. So it's really cool that they did that and added that to the game for us. And I think it'll just add to the experience and the immersion of the game by having a moose charge you. And I'm really curious what people are going to be using as their sidearm or their defense weapon. Because obviously what I carry is the 243 as a smaller round. And that's just not going to cut it. Might have to carry a different rifle. And we'll see what that entails when they do go aggressive. And if it's something we can get out of or if we have to shoot our way out of it. As I'm in my binos looking to see if I can see this moose through this vegetation, another cool thing they're adding, and this wasn't covered in the live stream, not from what I saw, but it is in the notes on Steam, and that is being able to drop waypoints like that one while using your binoculars, kind of like that we have in Call of the Wild, or not Call of the Wild, kind of like we have in Way of the Hunter, where using your rifle scope, not even using your rifle scope, just looking, you can place a waypoint so you know where you're going, or you see the animal drop, you can look and drop the waypoint and know exactly where you're going later on. I think that's a huge improvement. That's a quality of life thing that's just going to be extra helpful to us. There he is. I was trying to find him. I thought I heard him. But yeah, that's a huge quality of life thing in my opinion. That is awesome to have. Just super awesome to have. I'm glad they're adding that. Every hunting game should have it in my opinion. It'll just make life so much easier tracking down these animals when we shoot them. The other thing that wasn't covered as far as I know, and I'm guessing it's going to be covered in the next week's video live stream, is, oh, hello there. There goes a female. Is that they are updating the harvest screen. Now, what that means, I don't know. I have hopes for it. I'm hoping that means we can just kind of maybe zoom out, get a better look at the animal. You know how it's hard to see like a giant diamond level moose or Rocky Mountain elk, depending on how you shot it. So I'm hoping that means we can do that, kind of like they did with the Way of the Hunter video, which obviously you guys will be seeing here on Monday. They updated the way we can see our harvest screen and we can zoom in and out, rotate the animal. I'm really hoping that's what they're going for with the moose or with the harvest screen in Call of the Wild. I think it's going to be awesome if they do that. That again wasn't covered in the live stream, probably going to be covered in this week's live stream coming up. And we'll see more about that. And then, yeah, I just saw it on the Steam notes, and I wanted to mention it to you guys. Now, there's the New England map update, and that's a DLC everyone can purchase for like $7.99 is what they're saying, and kind of your normal cost for a new map that they charge us. And yeah, outside of that, they have the Granite update, and the Granite update is where you have the harvest screen, all this quality of life stuff. But another thing they're doing is they are backlogging. I can't remember what they called it, but basically adding new animals to every map except Finland, from my understanding. So like Yukon Valley, I think is getting another bird species. Medved taiga is getting wolf. It's getting the western capercaillies. There's a lot of waterfowl going to maps, or upland birds going to maps. Like Leighton Lakes is getting turkeys, but some of them are getting big games. Silveridge Peaks, that's getting black-tailed deer. Rancho del Arroyo is getting the big pronghorn. And so we're gonna have antelope on Rancho del Arroyo, and yeah, it's pretty cool. All the animals that they're backfilling into these maps for us, so we have a totally different or all new species to hunt on these maps. But the coolest one of them all, and I think a lot of people are going to be excited for this one, is Virunga Savannah isn't going to just have lesser kudu now. It's also going to have greater kudu, and that's awesome. I think that's really cool that they're adding greater kudu to the map. It's a totally new species for us to hunt, something that isn't in Call of the Wild for us yet, and I think that's going to make a lot of people happy. Well, there we go. We finally got a couple good moose. That was something that I want to take a shot at. I've been seeing a lot of 1s and 2s. We've got one going up to 255 and one going up to 215. Higher weight estimate on that guy. Both of them honestly looking about the same, so we're probably going to take that guy. He's a little bit closer. After I kind of get out and see if I can't see what would be right over here. Usually I have some right over here, or at least I have a zone. But I don't see any, so... And that's what I'm talking about. A lot of 1s and 2s. Well, there's some 3s mixed into that herd. It's a big herd. It's a really big herd. But let's take that moose at a little bit over 300. I guess we can take both. He's just going to stand there. And they're out of render. I don't know if those were good shots or not. Kind of looks like it. Now, quality of life updates for my console players, my console fans. That's going to be the next gen consoles, the PS5, Xbox Ones. You guys get 60 FPS finally. Honestly, I didn't even know you didn't have a 60 FPS. And I'm sorry. That sucks. It's a good thing that's finally coming for you guys. 60 FPS is going to make the game look a lot smoother, a lot better. Everything's going to flow a lot better all together for you guys now. And I'm sure everyone is super excited about that. Along with the new map, we're getting a new gun. The new gun is a break action inline 50 cal muzzle loader. And it doesn't use the 50 cal ball ammo that we have currently in the game. It's getting new ammo altogether. And it's a 50 cal Sabo round with like a hollow point. And I don't remember what the other one was, but they're all new rounds. Sabo rounds are pretty neat when you learn more about them. But overall, that's pretty cool. And along with the new gun, we're getting gun customization. This is cool. This is something I think a lot of people have been asking for. I just wish all hunting games had it, was the ability to customize your guns. As far as aesthetics go, you can put different paints on there, which is solid colors, different spray paints on there, which is like a spray painted pattern. And then there's your camos, your wraps, and your material. The materials looked pretty cool. They were like laminated wood stock looks from what I saw. He didn't put them on any of the guns, but from what I saw, that's what it was, and that's going to be pretty slick. I think it's just going to add more immersion to the game. It's going to make everyone's game look a little different when they're playing, because everyone's going to set their guns up differently. There's a ton of different options you could go with, and it looked like there was anywhere from 1 to 3 different slots, so different areas where you could paint or spray paint or put material on or whatever, and that was pretty cool. I think that's going to be huge for everyone, especially as content creators. We can really display a weapon in the view finder of, or the view of it when you're customizing the gun, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think everyone's going to like that quite a bit. And looks like we got vital blood on at least one of these guys. And the other one, I don't see where he was standing, or I don't see blood at all. I don't see blood at all. Here we go. Very low bleed rate on this guy. Well, we'll track them both down and pick them up, and then after I pick them up, talk a little bit more about what I think. Here's at least one of them. A good looking guy. I mean, small rack, but still got him. This is the one who went to run. We got him scoring 216.88, weighing 544.65 pounds. Now let's see if we can't find the other guy. I don't think he's gonna go down. He hasn't dropped at all. This was the guy that was quartering to me. Did I just hit low or something? So we have a grizzly bear giving us a warning call. That would be a level 6 grizzly. He is not all too special. Man, he's looking big though. Let's see. Oh. We didn't get that follow-up on him. I feel like I saw other stuff running around. Oh. Maybe I did get him. Oh, hello, moose. I knew I saw something else running around. And that was a moose. Well, as we run over to pick up this grizzly, let's talk what I think. I think this is huge. I'm really excited for a Great One moose. Different fur variations, the customization to the guns, all of it I think is pretty slick and pretty awesome to have in the game. And I think everyone's excited for it. I can't wait. I'm hoping they add a Rocky Mountain elk and mule deer as Great Ones. Here's our grizzly here. And he's a gold 61.3, weighing 483 kilos. But yeah, overall, I'm excited. I think this is huge. It's kind of reinvigorated my attention to the game. I'm really excited to grind out for a Great One moose. I've only gotten 2 or 3 diamond moose at this point, and I think getting a Great One moose is going to be awesome. And this just gives me the chance to get super rares or more diamonds and fill up a lodge with those as well. So I'm excited. I can't wait to get back into it. I know I've put a big emphasis into Way of the Hunter on this channel, and that's probably going to be the way that it stays. You guys seem to like it more. I personally enjoy the game a lot more. It's kind of fits my style more. It's a little more, it's not so arcade game style. It's a little bit more realistic, a little more challenging. Obviously not totally realistic, but it's something that I truly enjoy, and you guys seem to enjoy it the most as well. But I want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions. What do you think of the update coming out? Are you excited for the new map? Are you going to grind? Sorry, excuse me about that little dog. Are you going to grind after the Great One moose on the new map? Personally, I think Yukon, maybe Reventually Coast, of course, Lakes are going to probably be better. Seeing as this looks like Hirschfelden, no one really grinds anything on Hirschfelden because it's such a difficult map. But we'll see when it comes out and I get running around. I could change my mind. Reventually Coast could be another place you grind for them on. So there's a lot of places you can go. And I just realized we're going to have 3 Great Ones on Layton Lakes as well. You have the moose, the black bear, and the whitetail there as well. So you could potentially be doing a 3-way grind on that one as well. But that's all I got. I know this was a lot of talking and we only shot like 3 animals, but I really just wanted to cover the update that's going to be coming out soon. Again, we have no confirmed release date. It just says coming soon, and they didn't say anything in the live stream about when it's coming out, just that it's really close to being done. They're kind of just waiting for final approval and their certifications and everything to release it out to us. So that could be anywhere from 2, 3, 4 weeks. I'm assuming probably before Christmas at least. Yeah, we'll get that, and it's going to be awesome. So again, like I said, if you are new to the channel, if you haven't yet, and you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button, hitting the bell notification, sharing the video with a friend. All that is appreciated and helps me and the channel grow. And of course, then you won't miss out when the new map drops. We go after that Great One moose. Who knows? Could be one of the lucky ones who gets an initial spawn. And you can bet I'm going to be out there busting my butt trying to find all the zones to see if it happens, and then checking all the other maps to see if we've got it. And of course, last but not least, go enjoy a good hunt with a good friend. And I'll catch you in the next one.